This strange gloom keeps getting thicker. We've been descending for a while now. These tunnels are deeper than I thought. What could be down here?
Wow, we're just starting right away. How does the game sound? I mean, it should be balanced fine because it's at the same volume as Xenoblade. I am Binary. Welcome to Tears of the Kingdom. As I suspected, the game just starts. Oh, we're doing that thing where I have to walk. Okay, it works. It doesn't seem to look that great in the preview, but I'm hoping that's just because my second monitor is literally a janky, tiny, bad monitor that I ordered because I use a TV and I needed a second monitor. We're just stopping here? That sure is a doorway.
Falling ill after coming into contact with the gloom drifting through these caverns. Though here it seems almost misty and not concentrated enough to harm us. We'll keep going, with it coming up from beneath Hyrule Castle. We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link. Let's go solve this mystery.
Tad quiet. Let's bump this up to 16 then, maybe. Also, I should mention, I have my window open because it is summer and it is way too hot. So if you hear a mourning dove or like a car or a kid, probably that. So hopefully you can't hear those things. Oh hey, I have all the hearts, making a lot of assumptions there, game. I am in complete agreement, Skyson. I hate that. You know what? What if I just ran ahead and didn't like indulge you in the story? I never imagined this was all deep within, beneath Hyrule Castle. I guess I'm running ahead this time. Link! The Master Sword. Legend of Zelda Dark Souls Edition. I mean, they assumed, quite correctly, that I did all of the shrines. Actually, I didn't do all the shrines, because I gave up, because I never finished Breath of the Wild, because I couldn't find the last goddamn shrine. Because there's no good shrine list. But I definitely was trying to get all of the shrines, so it assumed very correctly that I would be the type of person to get all the hearts. It must be sensing something. I knew we had reason for concern. Ever since the end of the Calamity, the castle has fallen into neglect. But I never could have imagined anything like these tunnels were hiding here. We must be careful as we move deeper. Oh god, swing sword is Y. Was it always Y? I feel like it was X. No, X was jump. Okay, I guess the controls are identical. Link, look here. These are ruins from an ancient civilization. Wait, something is written here. Might these ruins be from the Zonai? Zonai? Can I swap jump? Honestly, I'd rather have run on one of the triggers, but we'll try this. Just so that this is specifically because I'm playing Xenoblade alongside this, and I will definitely get confused. Whee! I got all the stamina too. Zonai. Yeah, it's Japanese, so that makes sense. These carvings. I'm sure they're Zonai in origin. It's even though I know that it's like completely logical, it's gonna take me a minute before I pronounce that correctly. I'm sure there's Zonai in origin. I've seen designs like these in my studies. The Zonai are said to have lived long ago, in the time of earliest legend. They possessed godlike powers and had a prosperous civilization in the sky. Many history books tell us about the Zonai, but none gives us a full picture. Much is still unknown about them. Oh yeah, Eggy. I wish I could... Can anyone tell me why Super Metroid, super ahead of its time, was one of the earliest games that's like completely remappable controls, and then Nintendo never did that again? Like, I think I'd rather like attack. I don't know what I want for this layout. This Zelda game's like been weird. But I definitely don't think I want run on X. I think I'd rather put that somewhere else. I would say I'd like it on the B button, but I want jump there. They only do new things once. I do not joke about that. I am so scared there's not going to be a Switch 2. And I'm probably just not going to buy a new Nintendo console if they do that. Yeah, the most you could do is swap jump and run buttons. Which, like, I don't know what button I want on X, but it's definitely not run. Or jump. This is what the Zonai looked like. In fact, I feel like I'd almost rather attack beyond X, because I feel like I'm not going to be doing a lot of attacking while jumping. Like, at the same time, like, there's the jump attacks, but I feel like I don't need, like, attacking while in the air doesn't seem that essential right now. I don't remember it being essential in Breath of the Wild. I feel like you could have gotten away with not putting the attack button next to jump. I feel like putting run and jump next to each other is, in fact, more important, because you do that more often. Is this what the Zonai look like? They seem so different to us. And with such large ears. You know what these remind me of? These remind me of the Guardians from Skyward Sword. Is that one time loop theory real? Is this going to be a time loop? Are we going to bring back Demise? How did the ruins from a civilization in the sky end up beneath the castle? Okay, definitely, right off the bat, it definitely seems like we're connecting this to Skyward Sword. It looks like the path ahead goes even deeper. Let's continue, Link. Down stabs. I do not like Zelda 2. You can definitely do it, but you'll push other buttons at the same time. Or you could use two fingers, but why would you do that? Riding a bike, kind of.
You're not hurt, are you, Link?
Fights 3 bats. Oh my god, Link, are you hurt?
Look at these murals. The written histories of the royal family include stories of a great war fought long ago. It was a conflict between allied tribes and someone only ever referred to as the Demon King. Is it possible? Do these murals depict the same legend? This is similar to the statues we saw earlier, a Zonai. And these figures look like Hylians. This depiction certainly suggests that the Zonai descended from the heavens. It is said that my ancestors, the first of Hyrule's royal family, were born from a union with gods who had descended from the heavens. These murals tell a similar story, and if they are accurate, then the gods mentioned were the Zonai. They must have forged a relationship with the Hylians of that time, working together to establish the Kingdom of Hyrule. This figure, he seems to be stealing something of incredible power from the young kingdom. This all aligns with what I've read during my studies. And then this, it shows the Demon King. And a fierce battle against him. If the creature depicted here really does represent the Demon King, then... Oh. Incredible! This mural must be the Great War recorded in the royal histories. This is the imprisoning war, and the events that led up to it. Link! This is a huge discovery! All right then, now to use this invention of Pura's. I'm glad I didn't leave it behind. It's so easy to record. You point it and click. Oh. It looks like the rest of the murals are obscured.
If only we had some sort of explosive device.
Just what is this place? Maybe we'll find more answers farther ahead. Link, let's keep moving deeper.
I guess we don't have an explosive device. Camera feels very different from Xenoblade. That's probably gonna fuck with me. The new slate is definitely just the Switch, because the original slate was based off of, it was of course based off of the Wii U gamepad very loosely. It honestly felt more like a phone than a Wii U gamepad, but that is very much just a Switch. Like it is. I mean, it's a camera, but it's just the Switch. This kind of makes me wish you could do like the Jedi Fallen Order thing, where like I hold my sword out, like ahead of me, to like light the way. Fallen Hero Timeline, the Imprisoning War. Well, that also happened to Demise, who I think was also called the Demon King, but that's definitely Ganon. That's definitely Ganondorf. I think, because I don't think Demise had a beard. I could be mistaken. Using the Master Sword as a flashlight. Exactly. What is this place? Let's continue, Link, but we must be extremely careful. Let's go touch that thing that definitely doesn't look like a prison.
What is that?
No, my hearts! I need those!
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? A blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me. Zelda. You, who carries use that fragile sword? A link. Raru placed his faith in you. And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
No, that's just always your names. Oh god, worms. I don't like that. We've acquired the Master Arm. Demon Hand!
Link, finally you wake.
Oh my god, our companion is an arm.
I've heard a great deal about you from Zelda. Your wounds were severe. I am relieved to see you escape death.
Yeah, it's been another 100 years, I'm sorry.
Your arm, however, was beyond saving. I had to replace it, lest the injury endanger you further.
You know, the Master Sword being destroyed also kind of lends credence to the idea that this is a time loop where it is both a sequel to the last game in the timeline and a prequel to the first game in the timeline. Which, I just love that idea because it'll make so many people angry. Because there's too many people that care way too much about the timeline. The sword that is... Oh, we okay, this is a good thing. We just always have a weapon, I guess. It's the broken Master Sword. Sword that seals the darkness. I mean, it sealed the darkness. Its sacred powers diminish after being ravaged by the gloom. Nintendo for there being a timeline. The only reason why there's a timeline is because people was like, how do these games fit together? And they're like, fine, timeline, most important game is the fan favorite one on the N64. Master Knife. It is kind of a Master Knife, isn't it? Oh, these are new shrines. Okay, maybe not. I was expecting this thing to act like a Stargate. We'd, like, be teleported to a shrine location, which I think would have been cool. Just get Stargated. There's cutscene jump locations. Alright, they didn't... Hey, they didn't show Ganon stealing my stamina, too. I don't remember how to paraglider, and I also don't know if I have a paraglider still. Since I appear to have lost all of my clothing. Hold on. We gotta do this the right way. So, we seem to be in a tree of some kind. Judging by all the roots. I mean, I guess under a tree. Well, that's an interesting tutorial. I mean, that's kind of intuitively true in games, even though that's actually not true at all in real life. Shirt? Pants. I mean, sorry, skirt. Yeah, the arm is actually the most important part of Link's body. Fun fact. We're rocking the shirtless skirt look. I dig it. There's no other, because Breath of the Wild put, like, both the shirt and the trousers in one spot. But I don't see no trousers. So either I'm blind or there's no trousers here. So I'm gonna take a second look. Even though I do like shirtless Link. I'm sure there's a height where it... Anyway. Oh, spooky. We're in the air. I guess we're gonna jump into a lake. Still, I have a right-handed Link. Aren't most Links right-handed? Or, no, wait, was it Twilight Princess that did that? I think every game after Twilight Princess has had Link be right-handed. I don't remember what he is in the other games that I've played. Yeah, right, no, he does usually use his shield in his right arm, doesn't he? Well, that's because everything on the Wii version is flipped. It's really funny. They're like, flip the character model. Nah, flip the entire game world. I do kind of miss being able to dive underwater in these Zelda games. Oh, interesting. Dash stays on B even if you jump somewhere else. Great Sky Island. It sure is. Did the Wii U version of Skyward Sword use mushroom? Nah, so these are... I wanted to jump off, actually. But good to know they make climbing trees a lot easier than I remember. Oh god, the frame rate does not like that. Frame rate does not like... No, I meant Twilight Princess. I know it doesn't... Oh. Ow! Fuck you! I was gonna leave you alone, you weenie! I do not appear to have a weapon. This could be problems. Not mirrored as in it uses the GameCube, or not mirrored as in it uses the Wii? Like, mirrored from what? Oh my god, it's a Zonai. We found him. You know what? Zonai sounds an awful lot like Zoni, the things from Ratchet and Clank. I was not prepared for that encounter at all. So, either they're not going to explain to me how to use the glider, or I don't remember. Yeah, we need as many of these sticks as possible. Okay, so this is still how these... And I'm going to... Oh, we can still whistle our horses, which I imagine will be very useful in the sky. Up is our... What the fuck? Oh, this is a quick select for cooking. That is a good change. I guess that... Huh. Does that mean that you can't quick swap between whatever our equivalent of the powers are? Ooh, what that? Oh, I wanted to go that way because there's like a little statue thing, but what dis? We need as many sticks as possible, too. Link, how are you doing that? Alright, X is like... Okay, that's weird. That's gonna take some getting used to, I think. What's a Burby? Burb! And a proper weapon. A wooden stick. Ah, my mistake. We're switching from a wooden stick to a wooden stick. The era of freeze frames. Sorry, bird, these are mine now. My Egu. So, I feel like if I try to go down there right now, I'm just gonna eat shit. So, let's not go down there quite yet. From Ross. I just like how we went from this, which I very understandably called a wooden stick, to an actual wooden stick. It's like, oh, I thought I was a... This is the real wooden stick now. Also, this looks kind... It's not, because it's not hexagonal, but it looks kind of like columnar joining. Hello, friend? You have acquired the power of broom. I'm sorry, you have the power of broom. Hello, friend. Link, I have waited for you. Princess Zelda left something for you, my care. I swear to God, if it's been another 100 years. Oh, it's the thing. This is the Purapad. I'm told it is an invaluable tool. Look, it's a Nintendo Switch. Play Nintendo Switch games on it. I'm told it is an invaluable tool that will provide you with direction. Oh my god, it's even got thumbsticks and everything. You acquired the Nintendo Switch. I have received it from Princess Zelda. I have now passed it on to you. Thanks, I was there. My records indicate that Princess Zelda is waiting for you at the location marked on its map. My message has been delivered. Again, I was there. We stand in the Garden of Time. It's like the Temple of Time, but we've already seen that in this game, so instead it's a garden. The Temple of Time is visible from here. I'm sorry. There was another one! It was used in the distant path. Many rites and ceremonies of the kingdom were held there. But no more. It is a lonely place no one visits. Stargate? Interesting. This is like the great... And wait a minute. Is this like the exact same position as the Great Plateau in the original game? It might be. And I saw the snowy area over here earlier. So this might be our fast travel locations. / shrines. Or it's gonna become bridge. I've been 0 for 2. Look, it looks like a Stargate. I'm gonna teleport through those at some point. It's like Stargate's such a good aesthetic. I have found ball. I have opened ball. It was actually a vase. I'm sorry, I have to run while dropping it to break it. Hello, you seem to be new here. Yep. Do you intend to use this as a weapon against the soldier constructs? Sure. Soldier constructs are those of us given strict orders to protect this land. From you. We are your enemies. The Zonai, who created us, directed them to eliminate trespassers. They will consider you a trespasser. You must treat them with serious threat. Allow me to offer unsolicited advice. It is crucial to maintain a proper distance and target your opponent. Yeah, no, I know how to... Thank you. You may practice targeting on me if you want. No, I'm good. Oh, but please do not actually attack. Is that a challenge? Oh, wait a minute. Weren't these were lights in... I mean, they look they're a little bit different. Like, I think that the texture on the outside is different. But I think the lights in the electric-themed shrines were shaped like this. Like, they were also egg-shaped. So these might be the people that made the shrines. Whee! These lily pads are really neat, and I really like them. If it's like Breath of the Wild, the stamina economy makes it not worth it at all to... dash in water. I think it makes sense while climbing, but, like, swimming it just feels bad to move as slow as you do. Yeah, it really seems to direct me towards there. And maybe I should get there, because that might be where I get powers from. But also, I want to look around, because this is the game of, ooh, what's this? That's a cliff. I do wonder, I think you can visit the surface of Hyrule, I think. I'm not positive on that. I guess you can roll over the A button to jump and sprint, because you don't usually use the A button. Does this still have the... Okay, you still have stealth. Crouching is... There we go. That's the camera. And then I can place a pin from here if I want to. Oh god, motion controls. Get it away. You know what? We'll show what Splatoon has taught me. Badly, because I'm bad at Splatoon. Burb, get back here! Yeah, I suspect that I'm not going to be able to do too terribly much from here before visiting the temple. Eat shit! I might be starting to drop my branches. Okay, I have to check. How many... Well, either we no longer have a limit to our weapon inventory, which I think would be good, even though the weapon, the weapon upgrades were, like, very important upgrades, and so I'm kind of would miss that, or we've hit our cap. We've hit our cap. I'm glad they kept that in. I know some people hate it, but I think it exists for a good reason. What the fuck? Is this a fucking ostrich? A dodo bird? What are you? I think we should head towards... Oh, wait, the temple was here. I think... Where was the temple? I'm lost. There's the temple. I couldn't see it in the fog. So, I'm, like, it feels bad, but I understand why it exists, because if it didn't exist, then your weapon inventory would sort of be like a cluttered amount of noise. And it forces you to constantly evaluate what weapons are actually worth keeping. The only thing I didn't like about the weapon inventory is that torches took up a slot, like, utility weapons like torches and hammers took up a slot, even though, like, late game they're not really high damage, and the only reason you really want them is for their utility purpose. Like, you use the leaves to sail on things, you use the hammers to break rocks, and you use the torches to torch things. So I wish they got their own unique slots, whereas the other weapons I feel like are fine with an inventory limit. That looks like a grind rail. Nintendo, are you putting grind rails in all of your games? I initially thought that I wanted repairable weapons, but I think I've gone back on that. I think I've decided that disposable weapons are the way to go. With some exceptions, I feel like certain weapons would be nice to be able to repair, and there were certain weapons you could kind of repair in Breath of the Wild, kind of. You could craft the champion weapons. Sonic Adventure 2, right? Wait, was Adventure 2... Was Adventure 2 the game that introduced grind railing to the... Oh. Oh, I'm gonna get a shield and a proper sword. Rusty broadsword. I agree with that. Rusty broadsword. I'll probably use the rusty broadsword, even though I think rusty weapons, if it's like Breath of the Wild, rusty weapons are really not durable at all. Because something some people miss when they criticize Breath of the Wild's breakable weapons and say that weapons die in 2 hits is that weapons have different durability stats, which I wish the game communicated better, but it's fine. The sticks take 2 hits, and the rusty weapons take 2 hits. Your actual proper weapons last for a fair while. Early ones don't last that long, but like it's longer than 2 hits. It is it is 2 or 3 encounters probably, at least. The weapons get better. Access denied.
That door will open only to those with sufficient power.
It's the
I'm
Guardian
sorry.
from
I did not
Skyward
intend to
Sword.
startle you. It was I that spoke to you earlier. That arm originally belonged to me. I am Raru.
Oh my god, it's a goat person, but with ears instead of horns. Source of the right arm!
Forgive me for appearing to you in this manner. Unfortunately, I no longer have a physical form.
It's Ankh from Kamen Rider O's. He is Hand Buddy.
In any case, that arm should allow you to open this door. It seems to have lost the power to do so. You might be able to restore it, but you would need to enter a place filled with sacred light.
Oh, also he has a third eye, just like the statues from Skyward Sword.
Of course. Why not visit the shrines on this island?
So I wonder if this is actually going to give us backstory for Skyward Sword. Like, without the time loop thing, even though I think the time loop thing in the timeline would be hilarious. Like, surprise, it was actually a sequel, or a prequel to Skyward Sword. The whole time. The timeline definitely matters. Yeah, that Bianc. He's also a bird person. Closed door, find Princess Zelda. Princess Zelda is in there, but I imagine she will not be there by the time we get there. Or this is the last location we get to in the game, but I suspect that that is not the case. So here's the thing, Skyson. Repairable weapons are fine, but the way this game handles its disposal weapons is it hands out weapons like candy. I don't think it needs weapons to be repairable because you get new weapons all the time. It's an arrow, which suggests we're getting a bow soon. I wish arrows were a little bit easier to see. The sparkle helps, but it's not the best. Yeah, I think he's got a bow. Oh yeah. Rusty weapons do not last long at all. Each has been self. I just don't think it's that necessary in this game in particular. I understand why people like get mad, like don't like the little breakable weapons. But I think that it's fine. It's fine. It's not bad. There are games that handle durability worse. Like, pickaxes and Starbound are awful. Sorry, Zelda's on break. Peach is here now. I definitely think I might want to... Well, we'll see how much I use stamina. You use stamina a lot in Breath of the Wild because there's a lot of climbing. This game seems like it's going to be more glide-heavy. Like, look at that. It helps that anytime you kill an enemy, you get a weapon. I think the only time that the durability thing becomes a huge problem is against, like, Lionels, because they have infinite health and do not fucking die. Jesus Christ, why do they have so much health? But that's okay. Lionels are allowed to do that because they're, like, super bosses. Actually, that's probably where we get our glider. Zelda could still very well not be there, but whoever is in there is going to be giving us our glider. It is going to get confusing to jump and... Because it reverses them in some contexts and not others. But it's okay, that's just going to take getting used to. This is probably, if I know my shrine logic, this is probably something we need the power from that shrine in order to do that. It's probably going to be moving around those things. Because I have, unfortunately, been spoiled that we get a Banjo-Kazooie system that extends to weapons, which I did not know originally. I kind of could have guessed about the Banjo-Kazooie system. That is either another Sky Island or a moon. It's a giant floating orb! Okay, so there are stargates, but they're not nearly as satisfying because they don't look like stargates. But that's no moon. So if it's like the original, this is probably going to be only 4 of these in this initial area, and then there'll be 120 in total. You could have had a Stargate ring there. It would have been so cool. So you've made it here. This is a shrine of light. Long ago, I filled these places with light that purges evil. I believe this light will restore an ability in your right arm has lost. Now then, extend your hand. I'm gonna be honest, the arm is way cooler than the tablet ever was. And this game's exceedingly popular. I wonder if the arm will, like, come back. Ultra Hand! Grab and move objects, rotate them, and stick them down. So it's like Magnesis, but better. Understood. This is the Ultra Hand ability. It allows you to move objects freely and attach them to other objects. With it, you will be able to build a great number of things, really anything you can imagine. Use Ultra Hand and receive the blessing from this shrine. Alright, car time. Let's go. It's time for the race shrine. Activate the ability in your right hand. Oh, and if you hold it... Oh, there's more abilities in this game. Oh, God, I don't like... You know what? I got used to it in Splatoon. I'll get used to it again. This gap is smaller than expected. Yeah, but the arm's cooler than the Sheikah Slate, even though it does definitely look like it's been surgically attached to me. Okay, I see what we're doing here. Oh God, this is gonna get complicated, isn't it? The sometimes Splatoon aiming is gonna take some time to get used to, but I like it. I think I definitely will invest on a bit more stamina for my first thing. Oh, are we learning how to rail grind today? Oh my God, what the fuck? Oh! That! I bet you they play tested this and then added that later. That is clever. Please be centered. It almost left without me. Very cool. This is gonna get hard later, but I love it. Hello, half Stargate. Yeah, no. These things, they must be predecessors to the Hylians from Skyward Sword. Because in Skyward Sword, there are, like, enemies that look like them. They're like robots that look kind of like them. They've got the 3 eyes, they're tall and lanky, and they got the big swords. And they will beat the shit out of you. They also then must have a hand in creating the Goddess Sword. Which, I mean, maybe we create over the course of this game. Who knows? Yes, but we were expected to believe that every monk is different, whereas I think these two will be consistent, because that one of them is supposed to be Zelda, and the other one is supposed to be not Link, I guess? You know what? I guess that doesn't have to be Zelda now that I think about it. Because if this is if they existed before Skyward Sword, then Zelda hadn't been born yet. So that's probably Hylia. You did very well. Zelda's ancestor. So, Zelda. Because might I remind you that every Zelda is a different person in almost every game. So, technically speaking, Zelda's ancestor could be Zelda, but I think that's Hylia. Because I think Zelda in Skyward Sword is like the goddess Hylia's reincarnation, if I recall. You did very well in getting through that shrine. You've restored an ability. This is wonderful. If you visit and complete 2 more shrines, you should be able to open the door to the Temple of Time. Only 2? You may want to mark the shrines in the distance with pins. You'll never lose track of where they are. Purpad has a very... Yeah, I know. Next, you're going to teach me fast travel. Does that mean there's no towers in this game? Oh yeah, this is a good vantage point. There was a way... No, wait, that's with the camera. Why is X quit? That's weird. What is... So if X is quit, what does B do? Oh, B quits also, but it jumps. It's probably fine. So I know where 2 of them are. But are those the only 2? Well, thank you, Mr. Cloud. I definitely didn't need to see that way. Yeah. It may just be those 2. Yeah, we need to use our new ability to get over there. But before we do that... No glider yet. I'm trying to remember what the glide button was. Okay, so we gotta make a bridge. This is very cool, I must say. Oh, like, it does a little gluey thing. Oh, that's actually a really clever detail. It lights up the ground below you so you can see where in space it is. That is a good idea. I think I'd almost rather that throw weapon was on a face button. instead of on the right bumper, and so that running could be on like the right bumper or the right trigger. Because I think there is something I don't love the way that they've controlled, but I mean I guess it's not a platformer. Jumping and platforming is allowed to be awkward in this game. There is a guy down there. I'm going to be jump canceling out of menus very often because I've reversed the controls. God, it's almost been an hour already. Okay, we're going that way to the rail. I want to see if Link is willing to, like, dive straight headfirst into the ground. I need to test that at some point. More arrows. I think I'll be more willing to sharpshoot when I have more resources for arrowing. Yeah, I think we're gonna make a loop. Because there's a shrine there, and there's a shrine there. I don't know. We must get up there somehow. Somewhere on the next island is going to teach us about cooking, and we're probably going to get... She loves doing that. Skyward Sword Zelda is a psychopath. It does look like an auto center system, which is good. Except for when it doesn't. Oh my god, I hated the bridges with magnesis. It's like, I hope you can balance a giant iron door on the top of these 4 pegs in the ice region of the tutorial. I have acquired boat. I see that they are still at work even now. We originally created the constructs to assist in our endeavors. All of us are fond of them. I never imagined they would continue to carry out their assigned tasks to this day. The fact that their labor no longer serves any purpose, yet they perform it still. It is disquieting to me. Oh, it's this one is friend. Your gaze forward, face it head on. Pardon me, I was absorbed in my woodcutting. Are you here for woodcutting too? What? Yeah, thanks. Link might be a little bit stupid. Woodcutting is the practice of chopping down trees and to create logs. Logs can be combined to assemble platforms. You can also chop them down further to make wood. Lumber has many uses, but that is why I come here daily to chop wood. Yet I still find it difficult to chop them down in the intended direction. This is why you may have heard me mutter to myself, fix your gaze forward, face it head on. I apologize. I have been for some time. There is an axe I no longer need over there. It is yours if you want to do some wood cutting. Oh my, has it grown so late? I must have failed to notice the time bell. I will rest for today. Oh, but first... Keep those in case I need them, but I probably won't. Alright, so we're probably going to need to make log bridges here. Probably 2 lengthwise. Is this thing on a rotating mechanism? Hold the fucking phone. This thing just rotated with the wind. You all saw it. Alright. This looks like it might be long enough. Maybe? No, not quite. I need a shorter log. I mean, maybe if I do this. Does this fit in these smaller holes? It does. Okay. I guess if I wanted to, I could make a more extravagant bridge. No, my first invention was longer bridge? Hello, sir. What are you, and why do you look like a floating treasure chest? I see. It's like a floating thing. So my niece's rules still apply. I have to wonder if I think I should be able to get over there and climb up that. This is probably a very bad idea, but let's do it. Link, I swear to God, work with me here. Oh, it's because I hit the A button. That's going to happen a lot until I get a sail. If I had a sail, I'd feel more comfortable doing an awkward jump. Alright, I see there's a chest here, and this looks like either a dude or an enemy. Amber, oh man, the return of useless rock friend. So I wonder how much of this game is going to be in the sky. I see islands everywhere. But I also think this game reuses the world of Breath of the Wild 1. Does that sail actually rotate with the wind, or does it just rotate into the correct position when it's on camera? I think I really would rather run be on a bumper. I don't know why it was on a face button in Breath of the Wild, and I don't know why they didn't fix it in this game. Like, the throw weapon didn't need to be on a bumper. It could have been on a face button. You're never going to need to do both weapon throwing, jumping, and jumping at the same time. Ooh, fishy. Alright. Being able to build boats seems like it's going to be fun. That's a campfire. Did I see a bokoblin over there? I didn't, right? There's no bokoblins here. That's probably a... Oh, it's a friend! It's a robo-friend. Hello, robo-friend. You're going to teach me about archery, aren't you? Shh, quiet, I'm engaged in hunting. Yes, I hunt wild creatures that inhabit the forest. I do not remember seeing you here before. We constructs fulfill several roles. One is to provide any necessary explanations to newcomers such as yourself. Other constructs you meet will be able to answer questions you may have about other subjects. My specialty is hunting. To hunt is to dispatch wild creatures. Many of them dwell within this forest. They are highly nutritious to organic life. They are also extremely wary. A hunter must not make noise. Crouching is essential for silence. A bow can be used to hunt, to strike from afar. Aiming for weak spots is best. I will give you the bow placed over there. What bow? There's no other bow. You'll have to give me another one. God damn it. Well, we did goodish. Look, that's not a chocobo, that's meat with legs. Please rotate the camera faster. We're gonna lose it. My... I did not realize this is a cowbird. It dropped steak. I should probably go pick up the arrows that I missed. It's over there. There's something over there. Yeah. Don't think too hard about where the meat came from. Oh, here's another floating platform. I bet I could have grabbed this to make that bridge from earlier way easier. So I wanted to go down there. I could. Oh, there's 2 of these here. That will help out immensely, actually. There's fish here. I could go fish hunting if I wanted, but I haven't found a cooking fire yet. But what the hey? Let's check it out. I'll be lucky and I'll be able to grab stuff. Oh god, it goes right under me. Okay. They're attached now. This is the attachment point. It's very secure. Okay, I probably should have shot him with arrows. It's fine. We'll just collect the plants instead. Stam bulb. It's a leek. Cook it to restore stamina. I'm assuming since buffs are still probably good, they probably still have that the 1 buff per food restriction. Let's see if I can't nail a few fish. There's one. Ancient arowana. Like the mall? Ooh, are these sky shrooms or these stamina shrooms? Stamella shrooms. Yeah, more stamina. I think I saw another one. I don't see it right now, and... Oh, do my water arrows... I can collect my water arrows. Okay, that's cool. We got a few fish. I mean, I realize these things don't really need glue holding them together because they float in place. But it's just really funny that the connection point is a dot. It's a tiny little dot. That's the only thing holding those 2 things together. Glue a fish to an arrow. Can I? How do I cancel this again? I guess that cancels it. Okay. Got one. I severely underutilized cooking in the original Breath of the Wild, so I want to make sure I don't do that again. Except that I will probably do it again. Come on, hit it in the head this time, you stupid bastard. No, don't move! God damn it, these stupid birds. That's where you're cooking. I don't want to pass time the fire. I want to... Sky Shroom. Rushroom. So we've got some speedy things. Wait. What's the point of this menu? If I can't hold in this, what is the point of it? Okay, whatever. I thought that was a quick menu for cooking, but it is apparently not. Let's grab a fish, an egg, a steak, a stamina leek, and a stamina mushroom. I hope this game, like, has a recipe log, because the original doesn't. Holding 5. What do we got? Energizing meats and seafood fry. There's a full cookbook? That would be nice. Let's do